What happened to your passion for God? What happened to that zeal? It was you that nobody could shut down the hunger and the passion. But right now, it's all a lie. In the days of revival, men genuinely love God and they are willing to do everything for Him. In the book of 1 Corinthians 2 from 9, the Bible says, but as it is written, eyes have not seen, nor ears heard, neither does it enter into the heart of a man what God has prepared for them that love Him. For there are things that eyes have not seen in these days, and it's going to come upon the heart of those that genuinely love God. And I've always said, you can always choose to both love God and actually pray in tongues, prophesy, study the word. You can combine all of them. It's not just about a day where everybody is praying and yet again we lack love. Everybody is praying yet again we lack character. Everybody is speaking in tongues yet again we lack genuine sympathy and empathy for each other. No, it's a day where we can be in love, we can study the scripture, we can be prayerful, we can be character balanced. Because anything you do without a genuine love for God and genuine love for people is a distraction. If you are playing this drum out of anger to prove a point, you are still in the flesh. If you are praying it out of love to show the Lord that out of this everything gives glory to you, then He will receive the glory. If you are praying in tongues here, is to show that you are the one that can pray so much, and you are doing and to show that you pray more than Apostle Paul. You even go like this. Now, brother, when you are done, you have received your reward when we are done and clapping for you. Because anything not bettered from the womb. Because the problem is not that you do it here. When you go back home, or you want to pray. So, but when you are here, you know you are a liar. So after 5 years, we can't find you again. In the days of revival, it's not about the faking it till you make it. It's not about the gimmicks. You don't need to fake it. You are not it. When you are not it, you are not it. It's not about crying in the presence of God. Yeah. When you leave here, before you finish coming out of here, somebody just match your leg. God, you know the sick. You know the sick. Where did the revival go? Because how all of a sudden you just enter the flesh and now you are made perfect in the flesh. I thought you were in the spirit. We went for a program. One of the person mightily, the person minister, I felt this person can't even talk to mortal men. I felt the person is only talking to 24 elders. Because I was thinking if I greet the person will not answer. You know, there is this fear I had because of the level of reference and how the person was concorded within the stage. And I felt it was like a sin for me to utter greetings. And by the time I met the person, the kind of words that were coming out from the person, I was shocked. And somebody just offended the person there. I realized that many people want to fake it till they make it. In the days of revival, it's not about faking it till they make it. It was genuine. Everything men do was genuine because it was fuel from a genuine love and hunger for God. May this love for you never go cold. May this oil last me till the end. And may the extra oil be just enough for the journey even to the end. I will wait for my Lord. I will wait for my Master. I will wait for my bridegroom. He's all down. And may this love for you never go cold. May this oil last me till the end. And may the extra oil be just enough for the journey even to the end. See, I wish that I have a mechanism to ensure that you remain in God and on fire for God for the next 10 years. I wish. But I've been part of many revival movements, and many more times, not everybody remain in the cage. Not everybody remain in the ship. Not everybody remain to the end. Are you part of those that will fall along the wayside? Or are you part of those that will remain to the end? So when you see us crying and begging God, Father, fresh oil to last long, It's not because of anything, because we have seen men rise in this thing and go down. In the days of revival, the devil will seek his best to see how he can bring many down. In the book of Revelation chapter 12 from 11, the Bible says, and they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. The emphasis here to me is, and they love not their lives even unto death. They overcome by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. But there is something very important. They love not their own lives even unto death. That means a time is going to come when you will be demanded to love your own life. But at that point, you must be willing to die and let your life go. In the days of revival, it's not about yourself, it's about God. Does your life bring glory to him? Is it a sweet smelling savor to him? Is it? What fuels your prayer at night? What makes you wake up at night? What makes you cry to God at night? What makes you still do the things you do? Why are you doing what you are doing? If you cannot define the reason, you'll be in trouble. Coming does not matter. You must define the reason why you remain. We all know why we are still remaining. There is a glory we see, that although we felt we have attained unto something, but Paul was wise. I forget everything behind me and I press onto the mark of the higher calling. I know you might have achieved some things, but there is again a mark of a higher calling. Now is the judgment of this world, and now shall the prince of this world be cast down. If I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto myself. In the book of 1 John chapter 2 from 15, the Bible says, love not the world, neither the things of the world. If any man love the world, is because the love of the Father is not in him. Beyond our prayer life, one of the things that is going to keep us strong in the days of revival is our genuine love for God. Why did the apostles were willing to be crucified? Have you studied church history and found out how they killed many of the apostles of Jesus? You thought the crucifixion of Jesus was worse? It's a lie. Their own was worse. Some of them, they turned them upside down. Some of them, they pieces. Some they gave them to dogs. In church history, there are people that they tear their body, they fry them, and they throw them to dogs. There were some that they brought them like this and brought lions. Lions ate them. What made them still remain? Because to me, that is more revival than they speaking in tongues. Because with all you are speaking in tongues, when they come to catch you, you say, I don't know Jesus. These ones, they were willing to remain, and they show men that Jesus is something to talk about, is also something to die for. If they come to confront us here now, what is the guarantee that you will remain? Sometimes I ask myself, the people in Chibok and all this place where Boko Haram are dealing with them, what is their motivation for coming to church? Because at any point in time, bomb can explode. Bam! They love the Lord even unto death. That was their motivation. They love not their life even unto death. In the days of revival, our life does not matter. The martyrs are those that are willing to give their life unto the Lord. And from that very moment that you say, God, I give you my all, at that point, God begin to use you. I will never forget in Zaria, Apostle Simon hammer on us again and again. You know, I don't want to say some of those things are part of things that he says, see, forget about yourself, focus on God. Forget about house, forget about wife, forget about school. Few of us took the thing too serious. Forget about what you eat. He said the price for all of God is all of you. Who want all of God? Me. Why all of you. Anytime I want to eat food, a time came that if I want to eat food, I feel like, hi, are you sure that it's not going to offend God? Have you come to a point where you feel that just normal, something normal become like, it became so worse that sometimes you can be with your friends, say, kai, are you sure I'm not being too close to my friends more than God? You are in a relationship, you don't feel like sometimes you love the lady more than God. You don't love God. There should be certain level of contention. You are feeling as if, kai, are you sure that I'm not giving more attention to something more than? Do you understand my point? In fact, a time came we go to class and we are in class, but we feel like, kai, as if I've not spent time with God today, and I've been in lecture from morning to evening. So the thing begin to pain us. Why? We remember the price for all of God is all of us, and everybody is competing. Have you given God time today? Have you given God time today? How long have you stayed with God today? And you say, I'm locking myself, we will check the next 3 days. After 2 days we will see. After that was how we're doing. Have you read this book? Have you read that book? Have you done this? Have you fasted like this? Have you seen an angel before? Have you seen this? Have you read this Bible? This kind of thing. Until God become popular again. Because let me tell you, the devil is doing his best to advance the frontiers of his kingdom. There has to be people that are willing to remain. And let me tell you, I bring you a submission. The people that God is going to use, they are going to be common. They are going to be ordinary. We are ordinary men helped of God. You are not going to be a kind of qualified person. In fact, some of you, your church must have cast you away. Some of you may be half cast. Some of you may not even understand your genealogy. Some of you are just like Melchizedek, without father, without mother, without beginning of end, without beginning, without even end. You don't even know where you began. You just know that you are just here. And just the way you are, Jesus is working in you. And the reason why he's working in you is because there is something that matters more to him. And when it matters to him, it will matter to your generation. You may not be able to understand what is going on inside of you right now. Remain within the crucible. In the days of revival, God is sitting upon men. There is a spirit brooding upon the inside, and when it's done brooding, it's an avalanche. Emmanuel, thy whole world is calling your name. Emmanuel, when you come again, Emmanuel, help the church to see your holy face. Emmanuel, when you come to win. Emmanuel, Philip Cephas is calling your name. Emmanuel, when you come again. Emmanuel, help the church to see your holy face. Emmanuel, when you come to win.